Hey YouTubers, it's Fox, and, well, I'm finally going to do this. I've been putting it off for a little while because I'm lazy, but, okay. Let's recap D&D. Alright, so, what happened last time, you might ask? Not much. This is why I've been putting it off. Very little happened because school's starting up again, so people haven't been able to, get the game as much. Or as early, I should say. And so everyone, we didn't really start. We only had 2 hours of gameplay, so it didn't last very long. But basically, what happened was they were still in the Collosium, and they are fighting the. Oh, my head hurts. This is what I get for recording it so late and so tired. Anyhow, they were still in the Collosium and they're fighting the Chimera. Which they notice that his heads are it is actually a half dragon chimera. So instead of it having the 3 different heads, it has 2 dragon heads and then a lion head in the middle. Much more threatening of a creature, and as soon as it busts out of its cage, it starts flying and goes up 30 feet and forward 30 feet because it has a fly of 60. And so it's out of most of the people's range, other than the 2 archers. Oh, and in this game, Akira was actually here, which is good because there's a lot of imposition with him. So anyway, what happened was they fought the Chimera, flew up, and people started gathering around it, and it just lands down, aims one of its heads towards a group, and shoots a line of electricity through a few people, and then just a cone of cold. That's its 2 breath weapons that it has. And at this point, people just basically start charging in on it, doing a rough amount of damage, about 70 damage in 1 round. Very good. And it goes and flies again, taking a little bit more damage, not much. Successfully flying. It reaches about 90. And it just flies up and waits. It goes 60 feet straight up. But, the Coliseum is about 150 feet up, the top of the Coliseum. And then, what's it called? It stays up there for a little while. It did do a lot of damage to the Barbarian. When it was down there, it did a claw, bite, gore attack. Because it gets 5 moves a turn. And then the second time it lands down, it does its 2 cones again. At this point, it's about 200 damage, getting close to being dead. And it starts dividing its attacks up against everyone just to do damage to them all. But in vain, he dies eventually. So, oh well. And so that was the end of that. And then the next day comes around, and it appears that it's just them and Lunas' team, which is Akira's brother. Now Lunas, he's a dick. I'll say that much. The first fight was between the alchemist and a bard. The bard never showed up to the fight, so he was disqualified. Then it was the rogue and the assassin, Inazuma and his counterpart. the assassin never showed up. So he was disqualified. Next, so on and so forth. Nobody really showed up until the final fight came along, where it was Akira versus Lunas. Lunas was here, and he just raises up his hand, and all of a sudden, all of his armor and weapons appear. Ring of Translocation. And he just starts laughing at him like, you have no chance of defeating us. You do realize this. And then uses the Ring of Translocation again, making everything disappear. And then, all of a sudden, from behind them, the area where the Grand Mage was being held, the one that was giving the wish, all of a sudden, just basically the building that he was in, just rips apart in a tornado style fashion, just ripping out everything apart, throwing it into the air, and basically is seeing all of the members of Lunas's team there holding the wizard captive, and then Lunas just laughing, saying, "Looks like we have won this time. Why don't you try and come get us? Fools." And then all of a sudden they all just teleport. And then the team is kind of like, oh, fuck. And yes, they teleport the wizard with them. But from here on after, they have they say that they've been, or the characters basically go around then searching for information. One of them asking townsfolk about everything, and they find information that saying that there was a castle built not too long ago, about 2 months ago, in fact, just not far from the village, or from the town of Firesteel. And then it's like, oh crap, 2 months ago is about when we started this journey, and that's how long the castle's been there. Seems like he's been ready, and it's like it's finished construction since 2 months ago. Anywho, that's really all that happened. Let's see, the Inazuma has quite a few followers now, which I'm actually going to make him use this time for something coming up next. But I'll have to wait till next time, because this is the end of this recap. I'll see you guys next time for the next one. Bye.